Okay, the first portion of this clip that I want to keep is up near the beginning, right about the 2-second mark. That's right when these horns come in. Go back a little bit before. Yeah, right about there. So let's go back to about here. And so I'll put the mark in point right there and then play forward a little bit. Okay, and that's good enough for now. In the source pane here, we just kind of need a bit of a rough mark. Okay, so that's the portion that I've selected. And to save the subclip, you go up to your clip menu and say Make Subclip or Command U. And then you can give that a name. We'll say Horns. Click OK. Okay, so and you can see that the horns subclip has been saved down into our project panel. If there are other portions of this clip that we want to save as subclip, we can do that as well. So let's move forward and see if there's another section we'd like to get. And let's see. Yeah, maybe in here, this portion of this this guy who seems to think that his motorcycle helmet is a turn indicator instead of something to protect his head. So we'll start that about here. And I put a new mark in point, and notice it's going to get rid of our original subclip marks, but it's already saved that clip. So I put a new mark in point, and then it's ready to for a new out point. So we'll move ahead a bit. Okay, and we'll put an out point here, and that gives us another subclip. And so we'll save that subclip, and we'll say call that helmet. And it appears down here. Okay, so that's basically how you work with your imported clips and in the source panel, and turn them into the subclips that you're going to use, kind of your rough edits. What you would do next is do this for all of the clips that you're going to use, using your storyboard as a guide for the order of the clips and the length of the clips and things of that nature. And then as you build all of those clips that you're going to use, what you can start doing then is placing them into your timeline. So if I want the horns to be the very first clip that's going to show after the black video, I would just drag it over here to the timeline and drop it in. And then you'll keep adding clips to your timeline over to the right of each clip that you place. All right, now at this point I've added all the clips that I want to work with, and we're ready to start working with clips in the timeline and in the program pane. So, you know, I can look through my entire video here of all the different clips that I've brought in. I can scroll through it this way. I can scroll through my timeline this way. There are a lot of different ways that you can approach working within the timeline here. We can click to go all the way back to our beginning, all the way to our end. We can also, this is useful, we can adjust the size of what we're viewing within the timeline. So if we click here on this magnification, we can get everything, that all of our clips visible there within the space that we have, or we can make each individual clip really expanded so we can get right down into the frames and do editing much more precisely. Next, what we want to do is start working with the audio here on the timeline. Now in this particular video, I would like to keep the audio that's associated with this first clip, the horns, but all these other clips, I don't want any of this audio. So let's start to work with this. What I'd like to do is have the audio in this clip fade out right near the end. So I'm going to move this down so I can see it a little bit better. And I'm going to start making some points on this audio line. And to do that, I'm going to use my pen tool. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to put a point about here, another one here, another one here, and then one clear at the end of the clip. And what I'll do is on this very last one, I'm going to take the volume all the way down, all the way to the bottom. And to make it smooth, I'm just going to kind of start to split the difference so that we start this clip going out, fading out. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay. So we heard that fade out, and then when the next clip started, the volume came back up. That's okay. We'll leave that the way we want it here for the horns clip. I'm going to save the file right now. Now, there are more precise ways where you can have probably better control over your volume and your audio adjustments and things, but I just want to give you a quick start here. And obviously, if you use this technique to fade the audio down, you can use the same technique to bring it back up if you want to do that later.